Hey, I'm Michael Ryan Witterstetter. Most people call me by Ryan. I'm from Texarkana, Texas. My major is nursing. I'm super excited about that. Currently, I am a sophomore, and next year I will be a junior. So before I get started with these questions, I just want to give a special thanks to Housing for this opportunity to make this video slash interview. I think this is a really good opportunity for me, and so yeah, I just want to give a special thanks to y'all. So the first question is, what kind of things do you like to do in your free time? So I'm a very social person. I love to hang out with my friends when I'm not at work or studying, things like that. I think being social is a very important aspect of anyone's life. So whenever I can, I love to just go get lunch with someone, catch up, hang out with them. Play sports like basketball or football, or even just watch a movie. Just get to have a good time with your buddies. People who strive to build you up. Another thing I love to do is go deer hunting, and it's actually deer season. Last weekend I went with a buddy down to South Texas, and we went hunting. We had a great time. I've been hunting with my dad and brother for as long as I can remember, and it's just it's a good hobby for me because it's like a open space. You have like you can think about things. It's just you in the wilderness, and it's just a really good time to have by yourself, and so that's why I love to do it in my free time. And so yeah. The next question is, what made you decide to apply for this position? I applied for this position because I see all the outgoing leaders on campus have RA positions, and as a person, I love being a leader. Any chance I take, I try to take a leadership position. Um, I just think like being a leader is a good part of your life also, and so I applied for this position because I'm hoping I can take this leadership role and build upon my leadership as well. And I just love to help people, and so I think that this opportunity would be good for me to get into a leadership role and build upon that and help others the best way I can. The next question is, what is your proudest accomplishment this semester? So last semester, I had a 3.4 GPA. It's pretty good, but I strive to do better. I have higher standards for myself, and so my proudest accomplishment this semester would be my grades. I think my grades are a lot better than last year, and when it comes to academics, I value that above a lot of things, and so that's why I would say it's my biggest accomplishment this semester because I've striven to have higher grades, and I believe that I've done so. The next question is, how would your friends slash coworkers describe you? I think my friends, would describe me as, a very funny person, someone who lifts them up, someone who's there to help, um, a lot of my friends can tell you like, if they need help, I'm there, I'm there, I value my friends because I surround myself with friends who, are willing to build me up, so I'm willing to build up them as well. So I think that's what my friends would say about me. Coworkers, I think coworkers, would describe me as a very outgoing person. Someone who's hardworking. Anytime someone asks me to do something, I strive to get it done in the most efficient way possible. And I just believe that's a big part when it comes to working with people. You're gonna have to you're gonna have to have good teamwork, and when someone asks you to do something, you got to get it done because if they're asking you to do something, then it's pretty important, so you got to get that done. So I value that. I strive to get things done when someone asks me to do it, and so yeah, that's how I believe my coworkers would describe me. um, the next question is, tell us a little bit about your work experience. So my first job was at a restaurant called Ironwood Grill in Texarkana. I was a busser, so I would clean tables, and then I was also at Expo. So what I would do is, the kitchen would set the food up on a rack, and I would have waitresses or waiters tickets, and I'd organize their food on a tray and call their names when it was ready. And whenever they needed like sauce, like ranch or something, I'd pour that for them. Get it good and ready to go out to the table. And so yeah, and then I also worked here at Atwoods and Magnolia. I was a loadout, so if anyone needed help with loading their groceries or like feed bags, I would go out, help them, restock shelves, things like that. And I also currently work in the advising center here at SAU with Miss Margarita and Miss Sydney Brown. I love that job as well. You know, they're two very two very good bosses to work for. Um, and through these work experiences, you know, I've come to meet like all kinds of different people. You know, conversations. You know, I've been dealing with people all the time, and you know, it's me being social. It's very easy for me to talk to all these different kind of people, and it's just really good. I've had really good work experiences because it's built myself up as a character as well. The next question is, what does building a sense of community mean to you? So this, to me, this is a very important question. So building a sense of community, I believe when it comes to building a community, you need to have people who surround you, who want what's best for you, who want to build you up as a person. And so when it when building a community, you want people who are goal oriented, who want to succeed not only for themselves but for others. So communities should, you know, come together, you know, plan things out, you know, work things out, you know, be selfless, you know, just work together and, you know, just get things done very efficiently and organized. And so sense of community is, you know, people who want what's best for you. And when it comes to building that community, you need to surround yourself with people who are going to want the best interest for you and everyone else. The next question is, how would you go about reaching out to students on your floor that are different than you? So like I said before, in my work experience, you know, I've dealt with you know, many different people of all sorts and whatnot. And so the way I would go about it is, you know, the easiest way to reach out to someone is just have a conversation with them. You know, just, you know, ask how they are, you know, ask where they're from, you know, what their major is, you know, how class is going, you know, just get to know them, you know, make them comfortable. You know, some people come to college without any friends, and, you know, sometimes they just need someone to talk to them. And, you know, some people always need someone to talk to because you never know what someone's going through. So it's always important to, you know, just be a good leader and be a good person to people, because even, you know, just saying, you know, good job to someone can, you know, make their day. You never know what someone's going through. So I think the best way to reach out to someone who's different than you is just, you know, get to know them, you know, find some common interests. You know, if they're going to be different than you, that's okay. You know, you don't have to align and have every similarity match up, but, you know, as long as you're just, you know, a good person to them and they know that you're there for them, you know, that's going to go a long ways in the long run. And so, you know, I think that's important when it's reaching out to new people, is, you know, just being yourself, you know, being a, you know, a very important person and being respectful to them. And, you know, that's how I would go about, you know, reaching out to someone that's different than me. And so then the next question we have is, what life experience have you had that would make you a good fit for this position? Good life experiences I've had is, over the past few summers, I've worked at church camps, and you know, I'm like a counselor, so I'm dealing with like all type of campers and whatnot. And so, you know, they're all different types of campers. And so getting to meet them and, you know, helping them out, you know, with God and whatnot, you know, it's important because, you know, you're meeting all these people, and, you know, you're having to talk to them and, you know, get to know them and help them out whenever they do. And, you know, I think that's, you know, correlates to RA. Like, you're meeting all these new people every year, you know, making sure how they're doing, making sure that, you know, they achieve their goals. And so I think those are some life experience that I've had. Also my jobs, you know, I meet new people every day. I'm always talking to people every day. So I think that's some good life experience I've had. And then to wrap it up, let us know why you'd be a good fit for this job. I think I'd be a good fit for this job because, like I said, I'm very social. You know, I love to talk to people. And I had a great grandma who, you know, we had family problems, and she always had a smile on her face and, you know, always wanting to build us up as a family and help us come back together. And, you know, when she passed away, you know, I set myself to, you know, be just like her. You know, no matter when things may seem bad, just always having a smile on your face can go a long way for anyone. And so I believe that, you know, I'd be a good person in this role because, you know, I I strive to, have a smile on my face. I strive to, lift people, motivate people up. And, that's what I set myself out to do. And that's why I am actually a nursing major, because it's something I love to do, and it gives me a reason to help people. And that's the whole reason I'm, doing nursing and just here, because, I want to build myself up and help people as a whole, because I think, helping people is one of the most important things you can do, because like I said before, you never know what someone's going through, and so it's always important to be there for people whenever they need it. And so I believe that, that's why I'd be a good fit, because, like I said, I love talking to people. I love meeting new people. I love meeting new people who are different than me, because it gives you a different, perspective on life. And so I just love all of that, and I just want to strive to help those people. And yeah, and overall, I think that's wraps up about all the questions we have. Again, thank you so much for this opportunity, and yeah, thank you.